Struggling with play calling in College Football 25? Want to call plays like real-life coaches? Want to always put your offense in the best positions? Then stay tuned, as I will provide you in-depth tips on how you can improve your play calling in College Football 25. Great offenses don't just call random plays. They build plays off of each other. This is called series-based play calling, and it's how real-life coaches keep defenses guessing. A perfect example of series-based play calling is using fullback dive and fake fullback dive flip, which I covered in my last video. The fullback dive is a quick-hitting run that attacks A-gap bubbles. Once the defense starts keying in on it, you mix in fake fullback dive flip. It looks just like the dive, but instead, you flip it outside for a big play. By pairing these two plays together, you force the defense into a no-win situation. Commit inside and get burned outside, or stay wide and give up easy yards inside. This brings us to another key principle, finding your bread and butter play. Your offense needs a go-to play, one you can call in any situation against any defense, and trust it'll get yards. For a power run team, that might be lead or power. In spread offense, it could be inside zone, mesh, whatever you pick. You need a play that fits your scheme and consistently puts you in good situations. But once you find your bread and butter play, defenses will adjust. That's why you need counters. If your go-to play is fullback dive, you mix in fake dive flip to keep them honest. If you run a lot of inside zone, add play action boot to punish aggressive linebackers. If defenses key in on mesh, hit them with a smash concept or a screen. The goal is simple. If the defense overcommits to stopping one play, you immediately have the answer that makes them pay. Now we're cooking with gas. This next tip will make you unstoppable. Your offense should be built around what your best players do best. Instead of picking a random bread and butter play, find one that maximizes your top talent and build your offense around it. If your best player is a dominant power running back, your bread and butter should be something like power O or inside zone. Plays that let him hit the hole downhill with momentum. If you've got a mobile quarterback, then your offense should be built around read option, speed option, or some kind of play action boot to take advantage of his athleticism. If your team is stacked at wide receiver, you should center your offense around quick passing concepts like mesh, smash, or flood to get the ball in their hands fast. The key is this: your best player should be touching the ball in your most called plays. Build your playbook around them and you'll be hard to stop. If you really want to take your play calling to the next level, you need to study your offense. It's not enough to just know how to run a play. You need to understand why it works, what is it strong against, what it's weak against, and how defenses will try to stop it. Every play has an ideal situation where it thrives, and a situation where it struggles. Inside zone works great against light boxes, but struggles against stacked fronts. Mesh destroys man coverage, but can get bottled up against well-placed zone defenders. Play action boot can torch aggressive linebackers, but gets shut down if the defense contains the edge. So how do I learn all this? Simple. I study the game from real-life coaches. I take my go-to plays and I throw their base name into YouTube. I listen to real coaches break down how these plays are designed to work, and I learn how defenses try to stop them. The more you know about a play's strengths and weaknesses, the better you'll be at knowing when to call it, and just as importantly, when to check into something else. Play calling is a chess match. The more you understand your offense, the more control you'll have over the game, and the more successful you'll be. Even the best play calls won't work if you don't execute them properly. That's why you need to rep your plays in practice mode, so that when the defense adjusts, you're already prepared. We're going to treat this like real-life football, and start easy, running the play on air. For passing plays, that means going through all the reads without pressure. For runs, that means hitting every hole and working on your ball carrier moves. This helps you get comfortable with the play and how it's supposed to feel before adding defenders. From there, we move on to running the play against the ideal defense, the one it's designed to beat. Then, we test it against the defense that's best at stopping it. In all of these scenarios, we go through every read, every cut, every adjustment, until it becomes muscle memory. Lastly, we run the play against random defenses. This is the closest thing to real-life game reps, where you won't know what the defense is doing until the snap. By this point, your reactions should be automatic. But we don't stop here. We should do this for every play you intend on calling. If you run inside zone, outside zone, and quarterback bootleg, you should be able to execute all of them without thinking about it. The more you practice, the more precise your timing and execution will be in games. When you are in a critical situation, you don't have time to scroll through your playbook looking for the right call. That's where a play call chart comes in. It gives you a pre-planned list of plays for every key down and distance, so you can make quick, confident decisions instead of guessing. To build one, take the plays you trust the most, assign them to situations like second and short, third and long, goal line, fourth and inches. Then, take that list into practice mode and rep each play until you know it inside out. With this system, when you hit a key down, you just check the situation, glance at your chart, and call a play. You already know it works. No hesitation, no second guessing, just execution. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of most players. Play calling isn't just about picking random plays, it's about building a system, mastering your reads, and always having an answer for the defense. Now it's time to put it all together. Build your play call chart, rep your plays in practice, and structure your offense around your best players. The more you prepare, the more confident you'll be when the game is on the line. If you found this video helpful, drop a like, let me know in the comments what's your go-to play in a critical situation. And if you want more breakdowns like this, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.